What's up guys, welcome back to my channel, and for today's video we'll be looking at Skylords Reborn, and I'll be continuing on my journey to unlock the PROMO WORLDBREAKER GUN, showing you how I do it by completing the achievement Urban Planner. And today we'll be looking at Oceans on expert difficulty without playing any units at all, and this is my deck. I'll also let you know why I play certain cards or I choose certain cards, and let's take a look at my run. Right, so first up I will summon a Mouth of the Keeper, and the reason for this Mouth of the Keeper is that later on in the game there will be a group of bandit birds and even like the bandit scout ship that will attack your first monument, so you want the Mouth of the Keeper to prevent them from being able to use their range attacks from attacking your base, and also of course 2 primal defenders to just knock or kill off all the enemy units. Of course, you can also just summon 1 primal defender, but it will take a long time to kill everything, so recommend you to just summon 2. And not to worry, because your base can't be attacked because of the Mouth of the Keeper, so make sure to build the Mouth of the Keeper at a correct spot so that none of the enemy units can attack your base. Our Dropship is one of the 2 units that we'll have in game, and later on we'll get the deathray. Yeah, so let's see how I take down the Bandit Wind Hunter. And you want to lure the Bandit Wind Hunter close to this like deathray auto summoning, because you require a certain number of health to summon the deathray, and it will help a lot to have an additional like Bandit Wind Hunter's health, which is I think 1650 health into this like corpse pool. So you only have to have the Bandit Wind Hunter and unit of sunstriders to be able to summon the deathray. So it's very vital for you to have your Wind Hunters, to lure the Wind Hunter close to this area, so that you're able to summon the deathray very quickly without destroying your dropship. And yep, kill off my sunstriders, and we'll have just enough points to summon the deathray. Yeah, and if you want, you can use more of these like leech guns, so that your deathray will have more attack, but make sure not to, of course, kill off your dropship. So occasionally you can on the leech gun to enable your deathray to have more attack. And what we'll be doing now is to take down this base and get your second orb. By right, for Oceans this area is your second orb, but usually for expert difficulty this will be your second orb, this area, because there's just too many like sky defenders hanging around here for your deathrays to kill off this base. And also of course after a while 3 bandit snipers will slowly spawn onto this base. Right, let's just fast forward, and what I'll attack first is this cage to free off this like little twilight, the birds and the bandit launcher. Basically anything that will attack your deathrays, make sure to kill it first. And in this case I did not kill off the birds because of the clouds that the twilight has spawned, automatically killing off the bandit sky drakes. So yeah, we'll just slowly clear off this base over here to get our second orb. It will take about 3 to 4 minutes, because deathray on upgrade 2 moves really slowly, and yeah, we just have to slowly just clear off this base. That's what I do, is just destroy the bandit barracks, prevent any bandit units from spawning. Bandit artillery. Next up will be the bandit spearmen, and of course the walls. For the walls, I'll just destroy the left and the right, whichever the archers are mounted on. I'll just destroy it, because after destroying 2 of these walls, the middle gate will just be destroyed. Yeah, after destroying the walls, take down the bandit launcher and make sure to destroy the slave cage. We'll need the help of the twilight to just kill off all these random bandit units over here. And yeah, once done, second orb up, power levels up, we are ready to defend our base. So as you can see over here, just now a group of bandit units attacked, and there's not much of an issue here. Yeah, last one is the Raven scout ship, and I'll just fast forward to let you know that there's no issue at all. The Raven Scout ship will not attack our base, just like the Bandit Wind Hunter and the Bandit Sky Drakes that attacked. Yep, no attack whatsoever. And yeah, I just want to clear off this area so that we won't have to worry anything about the bandit units that's around this area. Right now it begins this like objective D, where every scout ship will kind of like be summoned after about 5 minutes plus or so, and there's many areas where the scout ship can come from. And if you notice, I built tunnels all around here. And what this tunnel does is that, because I have a card called Barrel Ritual, it allows my deathray and my dropship to quickly teleport to the area where the scout ships will attack, so that I can just destroy the Raven scout ships quickly. Or even over here, the tunnel here is for reinforcing my units to kill off the bandit units here and here. So yeah, the tunnels are just a quick way for my deathrays to be teleported around the map, because it will just take too long for it to just travel and fly across the map. And I have one primal defender, and this primal defender is not for dealing damage, because the Raven scout ship that comes is basically like a bandit ship, and there's this huge ass cannon that will be able to destroy your buildings very quickly, and also has a very long range. So we want to prevent the bandit ship or the Raven ship from destroying our tunnels. Now before the scout ship comes, I just want to destroy one sky defender, and I'm very sure that we are able to make it, because we have our tunnels and the Barrel Ritual. Yep. As you notice, this Raven battleship has these like 2 cannons in front, which deals a lot of damage to ground units, and also is very long range. Yep, Barrel Ritual up, and my deathray instantly summoned to the area where I need to defend. So this is a very good strategy for you to have your deathrays quickly teleport to areas where you need to be defended, using the tunnel and the Barrel Ritual. And of course, if you got your dropship and your deathray, I guarantee you that you're able to destroy this Raven battleship easily. Yep, the primal defender is down, but the issue with the big cannons there is that it has a very long cooldown, so I think it's about 10 seconds later then it will use its next attack. Yep, so once your defense is done, you're kind of ready to get your third orb over here, and of course we want our deathray quickly back to our base here, so that we can aid our units, our ground units, to attack the bandit base. Yeah, on my leech guns, because the good thing about pest creepers is they continuously spawn, and there's no issues if they die, because they have a 1 minute lifespan anyway, and they'll be killed. So yep, just on your leech guns to get more attack for your deathray. And I guarantee you really want to have the leech gun, because it really deals like 100% more damage. And yeah, this is how I buff my deathray without using like unholy power or any other spells that helps my deathray to deal more damage. All I need is the life weaving, which will reduce damage taken for my deathray. Alright, just building up some defenses. As you can see, it's very tricky for you to attack this base, because the bandit sniper's attack is really strong. So 3 of their snipes would kill your deathray if you don't have life weaving on. And of course, if you want additional attack, you can use unholy power accompanied with the leech guns. And also just in time for me to destroy the Raven battleship, because its reinforcements from the south. Very easy to take down if I can make it, but I remember in this case I wouldn't be able to destroy this Raven battleship, because yeah, it just passes by. I have no time to aggro it, and the sky defender is such a pain. So yes, let's quickly destroy this base. The game will take slightly long, because having no units on this map really is a big handicap. Right, so just now I built a time vortex, and that wasn't necessary. I thought that the bandit units would be lured deep into my territory, that the time vortex would attack them, but I guess there's not much use for the time vortex. Right, let's just fast forward. We got our third op now. We got the Frost op. Yep, destroy this area because we will be using the teleport activator to quickly get our fourth op later on. And yeah, barrel ritual to the tunnel here. Deathray is just too slow. Yes, the Raven battleship. Let's engage it. But the issue is, I don't think we can make it. So the issue with these Raven battleships here, as you have noticed, is that if you want the Raven battleship to stop, you have to have a ground unit so that you stop and use its big cannons to attack the ground units. But if you have only flying units, it will just fly past and wants to get to the central camp or its destination as quickly as possible. So make sure to have some ground units to make sure to stall those Raven battleships so they can destroy them. Because the issue that if you take too long to complete this map and you let a lot of these like ravens form like objective C, you fail objective C, you lose the game immediately if 5 Raven battleships are around Mo. So now the next step is for us to get our fourth op, and our fourth op that we'll be taking is here. We won't be taking the monument over here because over here we can have some aid from our deathray to take down all of these like bandit gunners. And what I do here is to attack these bandit launchers so that I will just lure one of these bandit gunners, because the shooting ability that you just saw attacks air units and deals a lot of damage, plus it knocks back extra large units. So you don't want too many of these bandit gunners to be attracted. And of course, barrel ritual again back to my base so that I'm able to kill this Raven battleship. And of course, the ground units lure the Raven battleship to use its ground attack, and we will have killed the Raven battleship easily. Don't worry about having your dropship destroyed. I think you have about 4 dropships on expert difficulty, so you can just kill or lose a few of those. Not an issue. And once that is done, make sure to go back up to attack the 4th op area. And over here you can see there's the Lost Disruptor. And what's good about this Lost Disruptor is not only that it acts as a ground unit, but it has a very long range of 50 meters, which means that the Lost Disruptor is able to engage the Raven battleship even though it has a very long range for those cannons. Let me just fast forward to a place where we are able to get rid of this camp and get a 4th op. And what I'll do here is do a quick 2 teleporter summon so that you'll reach this area. And why I want this like creepers to come over here is because the bandit gunners will use their ability to kill off these ground units and will not be able to attack my deathray. And I can slowly destroy the way station first before killing off the bandit gunners. So this is how I sort of like give my deathrays more time and prevent it from getting more damage. And look at this, the bandit gunners didn't even have time to reach the cooldown of the ability and attack my deathray. So the next teleporter on my dropship, if you have the sunstriders available option to put here, is able to get the power straight. And yep, look at the Lost Disruptor doing its job, that it can attack the Raven battleship. Also heal your power wells so that you don't lose another 100 power rebuilding your power wells, because repairing your power wells would cost about 100 power, but it goes to the void power pool. Easy kill. Yep, the dropship is just here to make sure that I can wait long enough for the sunstriders to be spawned. Get my power wells, my monument. A trick here is do not stand too close to the right side of this teleporter area, because the bandit artillery will be in range and will attack your ground unit. So make sure to keep your units or your buildings more to the left side of this island. Alright, now that I'm going to have my 4th op, I'll be building a construction hut, because our main attacking building will be the Worldbreaker's gun using the heavy snowball ability. And it's very good for you to just have a few of the Worldbreaker's gun anyway, because after you complete this whole achievement, you are able to get the Promo Worldbreaker Gun. If you notice, I completed most of these Urban Planner achievement by using or utilizing the Worldbreaker's Gun. You just have my little pass to continuously attack the structures and the artillery, and you don't really need another unit. All these like continuous spawning of the pass will be able to destroy the bandit artillery, so no issues at all. Alright, my Worldbreaker's Gun is up, and let's wait for it to be built and get the heavy snowball ability running. And yep, later we'll be seeing the how I defend the base. Yep, barrel ritual again for my death rays, so that we are able to defend the south base. Oh, still a little too far. Oh, have to rebuild my tunnel over there. Yep, it's easy to destroy. And I just built one sunken temple here so that my death ray will continuously be able to obtain the additional damage bonus from using its leech gun. And you can just leave the death ray over at the south, not an issue at all, because we got our Worldbreaker guns up and our main attacking force coming right up. And yep, we are gonna have to destroy the bandit artillery soon, really soon. And yes, once it's destroyed, you are able to build our next interesting building, which is the incubator, tier 4 shadow card. And what the incubator does is that it can transform any of our units, particularly our pests, to become a mutating frenzy. And what the mutating frenzy does is that it's able to grant ground presence, so that we can build buildings with the mutating frenzy when we reach the center island. So we don't have to just rely on the sunstriders from the dropship, but we can use the mutating frenzy over here. Yep, we got our fully charged death ray, and you do an insane amount of damage as seen. And the Lost Disruptor is a good help as well. Yeah, so here will take a little while because the central camp is quite a huge camp, and not all of our Worldbreaker guns are able to be in range for this top right corner of the big island. However, if you want to have more Worldbreaker guns to be in range, what you can do is to build Worldbreaker gun here. As shown, I have one over here, which you can definitely hit the top right area of this like big island, which Mo is on comfortably, because the rest of these Worldbreaker guns here, I think the limit is just around here, where you can use the heavy snowball ability. You're gonna have to have like about 4 to 5 waves of our ground units here to attack the middle island, because it's just quite a strong force over here for us to destroy. So it will take quite a while. Let's just fast forward for us to see the heavy snowball ability and destroying the bandit units. Yep, another one down again. But yes, I could heal my Mutating Frenzy, get my construction hut up, so I got some ground presence on the island itself. As you can see, Maelstrom, so that it delays the Raven battleship from attacking our base. Yep, this Lost Disruptor is very reliable, very long range, continuously just attack using the heavy snowball ability, and you will be able to win or trigger the last event that will happen. I think it's one more time, then we are done with this central camp. Let's fast forward. Yeah, heavy snowball, and I think we are done. Yes, objective accomplished. And let's take a look at our defenses on how we are trying to defend from all these ravenships that will be attacking us from all around the globe. And at the top left here, we have a couple of Lost Disruptors here to defend our base. The left here, we got Disruptors as well. And accompanied with the Disruptors, we will have the Worldbreaker's gun ability to attack on this area. For the bottom left, some Lost Disruptors, and the bottom is the Death Rays. Yeah, the top left base isn't an issue because we got quite a lot of Lost Disruptors, and we'll have some spells to help us to take down the Raven battleship as well. The Slit Storm is only very good if the Raven battleship comes on top of an island, so that it will be grounded to the ground. And yes, for the bottom left, what I did was to have Maelstrom, and it will easily destroy the Raven Battleship with Thunderstorm as well. So all we need to do is just wait for the Raven Battleships to come attack our middle island, and what we'll be attacking is with the Maelstrom ability with the Aura of Corruption, which will instantly destroy the Raven Battleships. The Aura of Corruption plus Maelstrom would easily destroy the Raven Battleships. And we also got these Lost Disruptors, which helps to deal air damage and make sure that the Raven Battleships are destroyed. And top here is Thunderstorm with our Heavy Snowball as seen. Maelstrom again, very helpful card to attack the units. Yeah, so this is how I complete Oceans on Expert difficulty by using only building and spells to complete the achievement on Urban Planner. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and if you like it, do hit the subscribe button, and I hope to see you guys again soon for more Skylords Reborn video. I also hope you guys get your promo Worldbreaker gun.